Hi, this is Shirley from Shirley's World. I'm waiting for people to come in here. I sell part-time on eBay, Poshmark, and sometimes on Mercari. Not very often. I should really put some more things on there. I also do box openings. I do haul videos, and I do videos like this every Sunday of what I sold the previous week. So if any of that sounds like it'd be interesting to you, hit the little subscribe button and join me. If you hit the bell beside it, you will get notified whenever I come on. I started to do some recorded videos too. I'm learning how to edit recorded videos. Hi, Bumblebee. Yeah, I'm sitting on my high stool, so I'm looking at the camera better. So I think it's better since the camera on my desktop is so high up. I have to actually sit on a stool like I would be sitting at my counter in the kitchen in order to be, almost equal with the camera. Still a little higher. But I don't know why they didn't put this. The last Mac that we had, you could raise and lower the screen. This one, you can't. You can tilt it back and forth, like that, but you can't bring it down at all. So you either have to sit on a high stool or be really tall. So I didn't have any better week this week than I've been having. In fact, this week has been worse because number one, I had 2 absolutely 0 days and I got 2 returns. So it was a worse week than my previous weeks. But as far as the count goes, I think it's still at like 13 or 14 things. I sold all eBay except one Poshmark sale. I had a couple things going to military bases, which was sort of different. And I had one going out of the country, the shipping program, global shipping program. And I sold a couple things other than clothes. So I had a variety of things happening, but I didn't like the returns. One was returned because even though she said the pictures didn't show it and it wasn't mentioned, that she found a little stain, and because my description said excellent, that's why she was returning it. So I'm not sure how eBay will handle that because there's absolutely nothing on the pictures. I haven't gotten the item back yet. The other item was just the wrong size. She it didn't fit her. So it came back. I refunded her. No problem. But, yeah, I've been busy learning how to edit my recorded videos. I sort of like to do that. I like to fuss around with the recorded things and the editing and everything because there's so many things that you can play with. I have Canva. So once you get into Canva, you could lose yourself in there a whole day by making different things, and it's fun, and there's so many things you can do with it. So Bumblebee, that's where I got that idea, the orange that I put in front of one of my videos. I think that I'm going to talk to my daughter this evening and tell her that I want a photo shoot. I want a photo shoot and I want some pictures of me, and I want, me either sitting to the side, or I have some ideas of what I want. But because she can always sort of fix them up, you know. So I think I'm going to do this. I'll gladly pay her. Not her regular fee, but I'll pay her a little bit. I'll go to her studio, or she could come out here. But I'll show her the idea that I want, and I think that she'll have some ideas of what to do for me. Because she does headshots and she does people's business pictures all the time. And this would be sort of fun to do. Anyway, I cleaned up my chicken coop. Yesterday, it took me all afternoon to do it. And I just did it slowly. And I didn't scrub down the walls and everything like Teresa used to do. She would scrub down the walls and scrub down the floor. I just swept it out. I got rid of all the old bedding, swept it out really good. I had made some cleaner. You make with vinegar, white vinegar, and orange peels and lemon peels and cinnamon sticks and vanilla sticks. So I made that. That's been sort of sitting for like 3 months, steeping. So it smells good, and it keeps things away. It keeps mites away. It keeps anything that might bother the chickens. And it cleans pretty good. So I did wipe down some of the dirty places on the walls and on the roost bars for sure, because I wanted to paint them. So I bought some milk paint. You can use milk paint or chalk paint. It has no scent at all. It has no smell. And it dries really quick. It's just a water-based paint, almost like a whitewash. So I did that too. And so their coop is all nice and clean. But the hard part is cleaning the chicken run. And I told my daughter she has to come and help me with that, because I cannot do that myself. It's too heavy. You have to shovel it out, and it's heavy. And I cannot wheel those. It fills about 10 wheelbarrows that you have to get rid of. And I just can't do it anymore. So she either comes and helps me, or it's not going to get done. And that wouldn't be good. So anyway, doesn't look like anybody else is coming in. You like the family photo of the chickens. Yeah. They line up like that whenever they see me come out, in case I want to let them out. So took their picture. Yeah, I couldn't believe how many feathers Susie is getting on her feet. She almost is stumbling over herself. Some of the pictures with you and all my animals would be nice too. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. That's what she does. You know, my daughter, her photography, a lot of her photography is centered around animals, not just people. So she'll do anything but little kids. She does not have the patience to do little children. And she's not big on big weddings either. It's too much stress. You have one chance to get a wedding right. Unless you have a second shooter that she has to hire. And those are the big weddings. She does some very small weddings for people, but not anything big. So let's get started, and I'll show you what I sold. I'm going to share the screen here. Oh, I don't want to knock over my tea. Let me get my tea bag out of here first. I'm having just some green tea with a little sugar in it. Because it is tea time. Yeah, let me share the screen and show you what I sold. Okay, the first thing is this Hugo Boss. It's Boss by Hugo Boss, which is the lower end of the brand, I believe. This was a long sleeve heavy knit shirt. It was an extra, extra large, and it was that red with navy stripes in it. And that sold for the asking price of $26.99. Now, this sold on a Monday when there were no sales going on. I seem to get one of those every week. Before the sale starts, somebody buys something, which is great as far as I'm concerned. So that was the first sale I got. The second thing is this Old Navy, which I would have never bought if it wasn't been for Star at Flippin' Hippos. Old Navy. She likes Old Navy and Gap. She sells it all the time. So here's an Old Navy. This is men's skinny black jeans and size 32 by 30. And I did take a best offer of $17.99. Now, Old Navy and Gap, they are, you're not going to get a tremendous amount for them, but they do have followers because a lot of people shop there. They know what sizes that they take, and they can buy online because of that. So this sold for $17.77. I sent a best offer out for that. And I forgot to tell you, the first shirt that Boss by Hugo Boss went to Rome, New York. And these Old Navy pants went to Holcomb, Mississippi. Of course, everybody pays shipping unless I say differently. And look, here's something different. I've had this a while. I'm not sure where I got this. Did you give this to me? Was this in one of your boxes? This was such a nice looking poncho thing. I love the buffalo plaid. And it wasn't real heavy. It wasn't lined or anything, but it was just something to throw on. It was a one size, and it sold for $38. And they paid $8.25 to have it delivered. So that went to Troy, Ohio. I'm not sure where Troy is. I don't think it's that far from here. Okay, the next thing is a problem child here. This is a Poshmark sale. I can tell by looking at this that it looks small, but I didn't know if I was just further away. It's a slim fit Ralph Lauren sport shirt. There wasn't anything in there that said youth or anything on it. But the person that got it said that this was way small, even though her husband takes a size small, and that's what this was. He could barely get his arm in this shirt. She's not going to try to send it back. Will try to sell it on Poshmark, she said. She's very nice about it, and she still gave me 5 stars. But I feel bad that I missed something about this shirt. All the measurements were on the item, so I don't know. It is small looking. I think I thought that when I was measuring it, but the measurements were on there. And she bought it for $25, and I got $20 out of that. I'm not sure where it went because I didn't write that down, and Poshmark doesn't put that on their invoice. I wish they would do that. I forgot to write it down. Torrid, size 2. women's 2X. It's a graphic shirt, knit shirt, says Believe. And I know, Bumblebee, you gave this. This was in one of your boxes. I keep saying you give it to me. I buy boxes off you. But yeah, this sat for a while, but it finally sold. This had an interesting back on it. It was a sheer back and a different fabric across there. And it was a little longer in the back. So I don't know if that was what kept it. It didn't sell real fast, but it finally sold. It sold for a best offer of $20. They paid $4.50 in shipping, and it went to Newark, Ohio. Another Ohio sale. And then look at this little cute thing. I sold a little Beanie Boo plush. This is a little mouse, Christmas mouse. Couldn't you get it much cuter than that? Look at that. It has glittery eyes. And it sold for an offer to watchers for $11.77. And there's free shipping on all the small plush. So $11.77. And it went to Sandy Hook, Kentucky. Polo Ralph Lauren. I might have even mentioned this shirt last week because I think it sold on a Saturday or Sunday, but they didn't pay till, what date was it here? The 5th, which I don't have my calendar here, but so that's why it's in here. It was an offer to watchers of 11, oh, wrong card. It was, went for $17, a best offer, and it went to somebody in the military, a girl in the military. So it's hard to tell where it's going because I think by the, I don't know, by the, sometimes you can tell by the zip code, but I'm not sure if it's the same type of zip code or not. So I really don't know where this went, but it did go to a military base somewhere. And they paid $17 plus shipping on that. Here's a Peter Millar women's small lightweight windbreaker with a quarter zip. Now this Peter Millar, I've never had a woman's piece before. They always are. The only pieces I've ever had are men's shirts, like men's dress shirts and that. But this sold for the sale price of $22.99, and it went to McDonough, Donahue, no, something like that, Georgia. It sold for $22.99, which was the sale price, like I said. And they paid shipping on that. And I don't think I have any more Peter Millar things. Here's a BKE men's jeans in the Tyler fit. It's straight leg and distressed. This is a 33 regular. And this went for $34.03, which was the sale price. And they paid priority shipping on that to go to Valders, Wisconsin. Then I sold this. This was such a nice vest. It looked almost brand new, but it wasn't. Polo by Ralph Lauren men's hooded vest. It was quilted inside and had sort of a sweatshirt material knit on the outside of that lower part. And it was blue, navy blue, and gray, or no, black. I guess that top was black. It says black there. Black and the gray on the bottom. And that went for $29, which was a best offer. It went to priority shipping to Greenbelt, Maryland. And here's a Brooks Brothers women's size 2 gold and white striped tailored shirt. This is a woman's shirt, and it's fitted and had darts in the back. And that might have been from you, Bumblebee, also. That went for the sale price of $32.19. They paid shipping, and it went to New Claw, Washington, way out in Washington State. H&M. This is a pair of skinny jeans, shaping women's black skinny jeans, size 29 and a 32 length. And those went for a best offer of $16. Because H&M isn't a real high money brand. So I did take the $16. They paid priority shipping. They went to Germantown, Wisconsin. JCrew, just got this either from you, Bumblebee, or in a box from ThreadUp. I'm not sure. I couldn't remember. JCrew Factory. This is a chambray shirt. I did take a best offer of $18 for this shirt, and this went for out of the country someplace. Went to Arlington, Kentucky, and from there they send it with their global shipping program somewhere. I don't know where yet. So that wasn't around, but probably under a week I had that shirt. Then my favorite sale was my antique brown transfer ironstone 7-inch pitcher. And this was I had gotten from my Aunt Ada with all the other brown transfer I have. This was a strange piece because it had its RN number, its registered number on the bottom, and it had the name of the pattern, which was chrysanthemum, but it did not have the brand name or the company name on it. So I tried looking up the registry number. That didn't do me any good, so I'm not sure what. Maybe somebody out there knew more than me, but they bought it for an offer of $40, which I took. They paid $11.75 for shipping, and I shipped it in a double box, and it went to Farmington, New Mexico. So that is what I sold. I've sold 3 things today so far, which will be in next week's. But I wanted to show you the graph, how different it is. Okay, this was that good week I had. Then this was last week, not so hot. And look at, this is this week. From here down. I had 2 empty days there, 2 0 days. Not a good week at all. So unfortunately, I haven't felt Q4 at all. Now there are some people that are really doing well, which I don't understand. I'm going to get myself back here if I can. Some people are having gangbuster weeks already. I know that I'm not, listing a huge amount of things. The poncho wasn't from you. Must have been in a ThreadUp box then. I'm not sure whether I would buy that or not. I don't know. Hi, Sue. I don't answer these things because when I'm sharing the screen, I can't see the chat. Let me see, Bumblebee, what you're saying here. I think that Ralph Lauren was from you. I did try it on my 33-year-old son who wears small, slim fit. He has long, muscular arms and large hands and broad shoulders. It fit him just fine. You mean that blue striped one? I don't know what she was talking about. But anyway, she's not sending it back. She's going to try to resell it. And she still gave me good marks. So that was good. The BK Tyler jeans were from you. That was a good sale. I'd have to check on the Brooks Brothers. Okay, and JCrew was from ThreadUp. Okay. Yeah, I knew I just got it, but I didn't know if it was from you or ThreadUp. So, yeah. I did those 5 shirts that I pulled out of inventory all together and ended them and erased everything, deleted all the pictures, deleted everything. I made it entirely new listings, just like they were new out of the bag. So I did just list them today. So it's really like 5 brand new listings. I had to delete them. Some of them were from Poshmark also. I had to make sure I deleted them everywhere. I had one, I didn't tell you, I had one sale. I sold on eBay a men's purple shirt. And when I went to get it, I had sold it on Poshmark. And I must have sold it a long time ago. And so I wrote to the guy right away and apologized and told him I was canceling the sale and he would get his money back right away, which I did. And he was fine with that. And evidently so was eBay because I haven't heard anything. So yeah, I hate when that happens. But I have no idea when I ever sold that one. But my memory is horrible, so yeah, I've been really working on doing some learning Canva and learning iMovie, how to edit better. I want to be able to put those little sayings in there. Like, you know, when people say something and they say, look here, I'll put it here, or, you know, and it appears. I don't know how to do that. I bet it isn't hard. I just have to learn how to do it. So it takes time. When you start messing around with your videos and with Canva, that's an all day. It just devours you. And it takes all day. It's like getting stuck on Facebook. You know, people get stuck on Facebook and they spend hours of their day doing that. It's sort of like that, probably. But I think what I'm going to do, unless I feel like going actual shopping for fun one of these days, I think that I will start pulling things, like I said in that one video I did. We'll start pulling things, old things from my inventory, take them out all together, just like I did those shirts, and treat them just like I just bought them and see how that goes. I can adjust prices. I can adjust anything I want. So, in fact, I will adjust prices upward, I think. Because a lot of those things that I had put on quite a while ago, I had lower prices on. But I did go through and increase prices and then put a big sale on. I may try to run a 25% off sale this next week. I don't know, maybe. See how that goes, because I did go through and raise prices in order to be able to do this kind of thing. So we'll see. So I know sales have got to work when people see sales, because, I mean, it works. That's why stores do it all the time. Works for me. You know, I don't go out shopping anymore, but when Kohl's, before pre-COVID, when I used to go to Kohl's once in a while when they'd have sales, And I'd never go unless I had a 30% off coupon. I didn't even bother with the 10%. I didn't even mostly bother with the 20% unless I really needed something like a kitchen appliance or something, and it was on sale. But I waited for the 30% off coupons from Kohl's. So I know sales work. So anyway, that is all I sold. I'm still waiting for this big Gangbusters thing to start for Q4. But I have got to keep listing every day and keep active on my platform, because if you just let it sit, you won't get any sales. I know that. So even if I go and change prices or end things and start them over again, whatever, just as long as there is some activity. You know, this morning when I washed my hair in the shower, I didn't dry it at all. I just let it dry itself, and it doesn't look any different than if I would have blow dried it. Of course, it's long right now. I have got to remember tomorrow to make an appointment to get my hair cut. Okay, now I went for my first fitting of my denture, where she actually has a denture. It's made of wax. I mean, this is the first fitting. It's made of wax, but it has teeth in it, you know, where you're missing teeth. And she put it in my mouth, and I nearly gagged. I just can't imagine. I said, this can't be right. Well, I didn't say that because I couldn't even talk. I couldn't even talk. I couldn't swallow. I couldn't talk. I couldn't do anything until she took it out. I said, this can't be right. People can't have these in their mouth and act normal. She says, well, let's cut some of the back out. So she kept grinding away at the back, but they can only grind away so much because it has to be, you know, where your hard palate's in the back. The denture has to start right around the place where your soft palate starts up front. And maybe my soft palate goes further back. I don't know, but I was so upset about this. She's going to send it back and talk to them and tell them my problem and see if they can really make that really thin, which they can't make it too thin because it'll crack, or get it down as much as they possibly can. I don't know. So also the color was a little too light, so she's going to try to bring it down a notch. And we're going to have another first fitting. So she'll call me when it comes in, and I'll go back and have another first fitting. I don't care how long this takes, but I cannot have something like that in my mouth that gags me. I can't imagine somebody getting used to that. Sue, I know you said Mom walked out of surgery with her teeth in, and did she ever have? I wasn't, you know, in Erie, so I don't know. What were her complaints about her teeth, her upper teeth? I know she wouldn't wear bottoms, but me too. You said, oh, let me see what he said here. Yes, a blue. Huh, that's strange about that blue striped shirt. Check your Posh sales and search your eBay store for things, yeah, to redo. Yeah. Display them with a tie pairing, and yes, raise the price. Me too at Kohl's, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why people haven't realized that sooner or later everything in Kohl's will be on sale and you don't have to wait that long. I mean, why would anybody go in and buy things at a regular price unless they actually, really needed something immediately, like an appliance or something, a little appliance, like a toaster or a coffee pot or something? Then there's probably less expensive places to get it if it's not on sale. You might want to consider saving the money for List Perfectly, since your closet's already larger than you would like to share. Figure the cost of List Perfectly in your monthly cost of goods for Posh and merch. Yeah, I paid $20. I don't have my notebook here. It's under my knees in this drawer. I can't even get to it when I can't even get to it. Sue says, I have no idea what she thought. That was so long ago. She must have had to try on ones like you just did, and they adjusted them. Yeah, I hope that they get this adjusted. That I told her, I don't want to be like a mountain lady. Take my teeth out and never put them in again. Well, at least I make them laugh at the dentist's office. But wasn't funny when I just hope this next fitting is better than this first fitting. I don't know what I expected. I expected not to feel any worse than that partial, I guess. I said, can't they make that whole top out of really thin, like stainless steel or something, instead of this thick, whatever that is? Tiny little difference can feel huge in your mouth. Yeah, I suppose. Well, when she did get it shaved down some and I put it in and I could actually swallow, I said, give me a little glass of water and see if I can actually swallow water without choking to death. So they gave me a little Dixie cup of water and I did. I was able to swallow without choking. So, I don't know. Hopefully this will all iron itself out. Because for sure by that time, there'll be no seeing me ever unless we can get this fixed. You'll only see my hands, and they aren't that good looking either. So I am going to leave and maybe go search for some more things I can pull from inventory. I'm not sure how to find the oldest things on eBay, because once you end the listing, it ends that date that you put them on. So when people say that they search eBay and find the oldest items, I'm not sure where they're finding that date. Because as far as I know, if you end an item, it's like you're putting a brand new listing in, and that's the date that's on there. So I'll just have to depend on my memory, to figure out when I bought something or when I got something. So I know Becky Park, she went through her entire inventory, and I was wrong that it only took her a month. After I said it, I knew that was wrong. I think she didn't go out thrifting for two or 3 months. I mean, it took her a long time because she has a bigger inventory too. And just have fun scrolling through old pictures. Yeah, they will be old on my photos, in my photos. That's true. Because God knows I don't erase anything. I have over 25,000 photos in my photo album on my computer. 25,000. Now it's everything. It's not just clothes and things. I mean, it's everything. Horses and chickens and family and, you know. Yeah, 25,000. Oh, well. On the real dentures, they do fillings too. Oh, I know. Because that's why you have to immediately go back the day after you have all this done. And the dentures in your mouth. And you have all this fresh bleeding gums. You've just had surgery. You have the denture shoved in there. And you have to go back to your dentist like every couple days to get things adjusted. And, you know, I asked her, I said, when you pull that denture out, doesn't it, I mean, your mouth is trying to heal immediately. And it's forming clots. Ouch, kitty, that hurt. And it's forming clots. I hope nobody's worries about blood or anything, but I know my sister won't. So they're going to take this, and it's in there suction-y, you know, with hopefully some suction. And they take this out of your mouth. Isn't it going to pull all those clots out? She says, well, you will have some new bleeding a little bit, which doesn't bother me. But how many times do they, you know, if you go back every couple days, they keep disturbing that. It must take longer to heal, you'd think. Also look through eBay store and old pictures and ones you could improve on. Yeah. This is little mama cat, little skinny cat. You have to get down, honey bunch. You're snagging my sweater. Need your nails cut again. Yeah. So I'll close for now. The Browns game is started, I think, at 4:30, a later one today, so I can watch the Browns game. And I will see you all in the recorded videos that I'm playing with. You'll get all kinds of things. And Thursday for sure, my regular video. Somebody asked me, I don't think she's on here. Somebody asked me to do a video on measuring the exact way you measure shirts and pants. So I will do another video. I think I did one long time ago, but I will do a recorded video on that, how I measure like men's dress shirts or men's knit shirts. It's different. And then pants. It's different with jeans. Sometimes it's different with dressy men's dress pants, because I just had somebody, a man, ask me to please measure the thigh width, which I don't usually put on. I usually just measure the waist, the hip, the rise, and the inseam, 4 things. But he wanted the thigh measured, he wanted at the knee measured, and at the calf measured. So I measured and sent him the measurements. Maybe he had real muscular legs or something. And these were a pair of skinnier jeans. So evidently they weren't going to fit him because he didn't buy them. But yeah, you can hear the purr. She has a very loud purr. Yeah. Darlene. Yeah, Darlene asked me. So I will do that this week. That's one of the videos. I would love if people would give me suggestions of what I could do recorded videos on. So I will do that one for sure this week. So I will close and be back on who knows when. Just keep an eye out for me. Ring that bell. Bye.